All right, so this is phase 6, Thursday's workout. What it's gonna be, we're gonna have straight sets. It's gonna be 4 rounds at each station for the first 2 weeks. Then it's gonna be 25 work, 20 seconds rest. That's for the first 2 weeks. Then the first week, excuse me. Then the week 2 through 4, so the last 3 weeks, we're gonna have 5 rounds. And then it's gonna be 20 seconds work, 20 seconds rest. So a little bit more rounds, but the work is gonna be a little bit less on those second, third, and fourth weeks on this one.
All right, guys, so the first one we're going to do is eccentric chin up. So I'm going to show some different variations. We haven't done this one in the gym in a long time, so it's going to be new to everybody. So first thing we do on a chin up position, our hands are facing us, right? About the shoulder width apart. And on an eccentric one, what we want to do is we want to get our body above, our neck above the bar. And then from there, we're going to come down slowly. So we'll pull ourselves up. 1, 2, 3, drop. Get themselves back up. Up. 1, 2, 3, hang if they can hang on it too, right? But no matter what, you want to get yourself back up to here. So it's just a 3-second down. So a lot of people, that's going to be too hard to do body weight. So realistically, they're going to have a red, black band on. Same idea that we do a chin-up, so put your band on. From mid-foot, I like to wrap it around because on this one, feet have a tendency to get kicked out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up again, use that band to kind of propel me up. 1, 2, 3, step, right? Again, 1, 2, 3, step. I do not want them to pull themselves back up. Okay, that's not, they have to step off and get up every time. The reason is, if they start to pull themselves out, they're going to get too exhausted. This is straight sets. And realistically, they're not going to get the value of the eccentric part. So every single time, step back on the box, put themselves back up. Very important on that part. If they try to pull themselves back up, say, no, we're not doing that. Step off, stand back up. Every single one is one individual rep going down. 3 seconds down. 3, 2, 1. If they're going down too fast, that just means that the band's probably too light. So go ahead and throw on a little bit more band to help them make sure they're going down at a 3-second pace. Modifications for that, we're going to the TRX. Where on this one, every single person should be able to do the TRX chin up eccentric variation. So there shouldn't be a single person that needs to do the lat pull down. So what they do on this one is same idea. They're going to start on the ground, feet underneath them. You're going to have them squat themselves up to the top part and then go down. 1, 2, 3. Sit down, okay? Use their feet again to push them back up. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So every single person, there's no need for the banded. We can go to the TRX on that for every single person. All right, that's station number 1. Station number 2, we're going to do a heavier kettlebell, or a heavier RDL position using dumbbells and kettlebells. So the first variation we're going to use is double dumbbell. Probably not double kettlebell because we're going to need kettlebells for the other variation, so just double dumbbell. So we're going to pick up our dumbbells, suitcase position, right behind by our sides. From here, feet shoulder width apart. I'm going to drive my hips back until this is about mid-shin. Up, squeeze. So the big thing to teach people, I just tell them mid-shin because some people can go way farther and some people stop here, right? You probably need to go down far enough to get a good stretch. Mid-shin, squeeze the glutes. A thing as a coaching cue for you guys to pay attention to is see when they start to round in their back. If they get down here and they start to round, probably too much, they don't have the mobility to get there. So then, okay, go over to them, okay, I want you to go ahead and just stop. Go right there. Stop right there because my back isn't rounding right. So that's a good coaching cue. You're going to kind of watch the rounding of their back most importantly. Again, this isn't a squat, this is the hips driving back. It's not a deadlift either, we're not touching the ground, we're just already yelling back. Okay, modification for that would be somebody that the kettlebells or dumbbells are too heavy. So then you come to single kettlebell RDL, same idea that we always do with our kettlebell swings. Hips back, and up, squeeze those. All right, station number 3, we have jump roping, just like we did on Monday. The jump rope, if we have it, if we're able to jump rope, let's jump rope outside. Make sure nobody's parked out here. You want to put cones out there to make sure that nobody is in your area. We're just pretty much going to block off the spot right outside of the door to the garbage can, right? Leave that whole spot blocked out with cones, but you can leave all the other parking spots available. Just block off that part there. Nobody should really be parking there in general except for me because I'm kind of a jerk in that sense. I probably shouldn't be parking there, but I am. That's not the only person that, in terms of should have a good parking there. So, on the jump rope, thing you want to think about to figure out the perfect jump rope height for everybody is they step 1 foot on the rope, and we want them to come into the armpit. So this is almost perfect for me. That armpit position, put 1 foot on the rope, into the armpits. That's how you can give them a quick gauge. Hey guys, you want to figure out how long your rope should be? Step on one foot, get to the armpits. We have a bunch of different heights over there. If it's coming way too high, they're going to hit the ground too much. If it's way too low, they're going to catch their feet. So jump rope's super simple. Wrist coming around. Right? Nice, quick, snap those wrists. Don't let the wrists go up and down. Teach them, hey, we want to make sure our wrists stay even. If they're really struggling with the jump rope, meaning they're just missing every single time, then let's go ahead and just tell them to come inside, and let's do plate jumps. Plate jumps, we can either do feet together or feet apart. Either way is fine on that one. Have them do that variation instead of wasting so much time trying to learn jump rope. If it's a rainy, crappy day, no matter what, we're coming inside, we're not going to be out there, and we're just going to have plates out here. I do personally like plates on the rubber a little bit more. They don't slide as much. Sometimes on the turf they slide, but if you want the heavy 45 pounders, there's ones that are a little bit grippier and ones that are a little slicker. Like this one's slicker. The grippier ones are fine on the turf. It's the slicker ones you don't want to have on the turf. So the 45 pounders heavy enough is not moving anywhere. Our modification for people that can't jump at all, or in the wall, and we're just doing this about chest press. Here. Okay. This is straight set, so make sure they don't go crazy heavy on that. Coming over here, we're coming to body saws. For the body saw, we have the slider variation, which is the hardest variation. My first tip before anybody ever goes down is tell them to put their toes in the middle of the slider so that it doesn't get away from them. And I'm going to be on my knees. Blue pads usually work out pretty good for this one because you kind of have to dig into the ground a little bit, so blue pads come in kind of handy. So here, and I just kind of grip and hold, and I'm just going to move my body forward and back. We're just moving in the shoulder position, right? The shoulders are the thing driving me forward and back. The back staying as flat as possible. Don't let them hike up. Just back and forth. Okay, make it a little bit easier, get rid of that. Now my toes are doing my feet are doing the propelling, right? So here, my shoulders are moving, my toes are moving. First modification is just pointing. And the last station we have, I don't remember. Front squats. Last station we had is TRX Front Squats. So this station is going to be one of those the interns, you guys really want to pay attention to this one. This is probably where you're going to live a little bit more because getting people in the right position on this one is the tough part. First thing you want to think about on a front squat is the handles should be under the armpits. This is where people mess up the most. Under the armpits, you got to get them under there. And then from here, you want to get all the way out to the point that it's dug into your armpits. We do want the TRXs relatively low so that they can walk back. Now they're going to walk back position, and we want to get pretty perpendicular. Now we're just squatting. Just trying to get as good a deep squat as they can, making it harder by walking down, making it easier by walking up, right? It's okay, their heels won't stay flat. They will be in that toe position like that. The heels can't stay flat in this position. But for interns, like I said, for coaches too, the big thing you're going to run into is people getting into it wrong. They'll get into it with their hands on the outside here, and they have no support from the thing, and they face plant because this thing comes up here. So you got to get it under the armpits and keep it tight to the body. Our modification is just TRX squats. Some people just can't get in that knee position. It's tough on their knees. We're squatting up. Now long, let those hips drop all the way down.
One.
All right, guys, so the finish for today is the song Thunderstruck, right, by AC/DC. So make sure you guys look in the Sonos app. On that very first page, there's a star. That's our favorites. That song is at the bottom of the Ghostbusters song on that page at the bottom of the playlist. So go ahead and look, make sure you find it there, so it's already saved for you. On this song, it's just like the Ghostbusters, that we're going to have a main exercise. So for our main exercise, the main chorus of the song is a 90-degree squat hold. So we want to get them to that 90-degree position and hang out there. You're going to see a lot of variations of that. You're going to see this. You're going to see people here making it easy on themselves with the heel up. Try to keep my main cue to get those heels on the ground, hips to that 90, just kind of live there. If they're a little high, a little low, totally fine. Just don't let those heels get up on you because you want to keep that pressure into the quads. So that's the main part of the song. Now we will have people that can't do that part, so instead they're going to do a TRX squat hold. Now we're just holding on to TRX, back in that 90-degree position, staying there. Okay? All right, so what we'll do for the exercise, there's going to be word the thunder, so we say thunder, and thunder roll, right? So thunder. So on thunder, we're going to do a jump lunge. So on a jump lunge, here, so you'll hear the word, you'll be chorus, and you have to say thunder to get up, one, okay? Right back into it. If they can do a reverse lunge, they're stepping back 1 foot, Yeah, I think that would be good. I don't think we need to go more than that. If we go more than that, this song's pretty hard. So just one part to that. And then from there we have Thunderstruck. When we do Thunderstruck, they do a squat jump or a body weight squat. So the TRX variations are, if it's a reverse lunge, they're just going to be here. So they'll be, they'll be in their squat hold, and they'll say thunder. Or it'll be thunderstruck, so it'll be, you'll go from a squat hold to a squat. Okay? If people are doing a little bit extra, meaning like they're doing 2 reverse lunges, let them do as much as they want. Sometimes that's a little bit of a break for their legs instead of having to do the squat hold. So I'm totally fine with them doing a little bit more, but the minimum is at least doing 1 rep.